Hello and welcome back to the Facebook page and YouTube channel for Kingston Library Services. My name is Lou and my colleagues and I are recommending to you some very weird and wonderful books. I have chosen an enchanting and wonderful read by Rob Ryan, who is a paper cut artist, phenomenal and very, very skilled. This is Rob's second book. I have been a big fan of Rob's work since 2008 in my first ever job in a card shop, and I discovered some of his enchanting, intricate and very detailed paper cut art on cards. These were statements that were very moving. They spoke to you, they brought about a smile, they made you catch your breath because they helped you to record a memory of maybe a happier time or even a sad time, and yet after looking at them you were left with a feeling of hope. So I have chosen this book because it is a book that is really quick to read and also has a very positive message. It's told through the perception of two birds, mainly the mother bird, just before their egg is due to hatch. The beauty about this story, it has lots of lessons and advice in it. The whole story is narrated through beautiful verse, gentle statements, and very delicate truths. All throughout the pages are beautiful paper cuttings. Sometimes there are bold lines to mark strong shouts or fast-paced changes in the story, and sometimes there are delicate swells just focused on very precious and sudden moments that mean a lot to the birds. The story of the mother bird is her excitement at being able to share with her husband that they have an egg and they are going to be parents for the very first time. I actually remember one of the images depicted in this story featuring as a card that was bought by customers as "Congratulations on your pregnancy" or "Welcome to the world, new little baby." So I was very excited to learn about the history of this illustration, and I was not disappointed. So the little bird and her husband, they share with fellow birds of all shapes and sizes their delight and excitement. However, the world can be a scary place, and they were overwhelmed with words of warning, threats of danger, mutterings of how man can harm their chick or pluck it even as an egg from the nest prematurely to cook it. They warn how maybe their chick, as they grows, once they are flying, they may land in some quick drying cement and get stuck, or maybe they'll be hunted by a cat. So this frazzles the mother bird and leaves her very afraid for the impending cracking of the egg and, I guess, birth of their chick. So a very wise and old bird, very fluffy and warm feathers, and she delightfully has two canes to hobble in to the nest in their church steeple. And she advises the mother bird to listen to her dream she had the night before. There is truth in your dreams, a message that our consciousness cannot understand, but yet our unconsciousness fully grasps. So she entrusts the bird to follow her gut instinct, to fly east as far as she can go, and to see if she can match the image of her dream with something physical on her journey. So this bird meets an array of other birds, different sizes, different colours, menacing forms, tiny little bodies, and yet they each have their own story, a remarkable journey under their wings, and so many tails between their feathers. So there she goes, boldly seeping lots of kind words and soaking up acts of kindness. And yet, you must remember to give something back. And this is what she learns. As much as a bird or a human can accept kindness, their goal in this life and in this whole journey is to give back so much more. The bird doesn't forget all of the gentle gestures, the happy celebrations, and the laughter she shares with every bird she meets, and she grows bigger and stronger, and she becomes unafraid on her flight around the world. Delightfully, she does see an image that matches what was portrayed and displayed in her dream, and she returns home to her nest just in time for, you've guessed it, the cracking and arrival of her little chick as it breaks through its egg. This book just kind of reminds you never to quite literally judge a book by its cover, even though this is a beautiful cover. It teaches you, do not judge someone or another bird